Good day, everyone. So, sorry for the last couple of clips being relatively quiet. I've been having some audio difficulties with the camera, but I think I've resolved that now. Anyways, what's on the plan today? So, I've just left Unterägeri, and I'm now currently making my way towards Zug on Etappe 9 of the Alpine Panoramaweg. So, yeah, 13 kilometers, give or take, around about 250 meters of elevation gain, and I think between 400 to 600 meters of elevation loss. So, yeah, it's not my first time hiking this Etappe. I did it a few days ago with a trail friend, so someone I made a trail friend, so someone who was hiking the same route as me. So, yeah, that was pretty cool. So out of respect for privacy, I didn't film. But, yeah, now back here, ready to go, ready to rock and roll, and just approaching something fairly interesting. I'll quickly show you. So in front of me here, not sure if my camera will pick it up, but there's a little windsock, and I believe this is either for paragliders to land, or based on the well-cut grass, I think this is a model aircraft club. So yeah, I think it's worth investigating, methinks. Alrighty, so progress is progressing progressively. I'm just at the start now of the only major ascent of this hike. So yeah, so far so good. Just approaching a spot where it's very easy to lose the path. That is just up here. So just here, it's very easy to miss if you don't quite see the sign, but yeah, the path actually goes through the fields to the right. Yeah, I have taken, when I was last here, my friend and I took the left, and well, yeah, that was an adventure in and of itself. So yeah, just watch out if you are going to do this trail in the future, because it's green and can be a little bit camouflaged. So yeah. Okay, so behind me is an information board, because I know I haven't seen a lot of military infrastructure the past couple of hikes, but I've finally found some, and it's being used as a nature regeneration project. So yeah. So yeah, you can see how this was an old anti-tank defence from the Second World War. Now it's been regenerated for wildlife. So you've got various frogs, toads, snakes, dragonflies. Pretty cool to see. And now here is the actual renovation project. So yeah, it's great to see because, you know, you've got woodland up that way and then more woodland over here, and you now have this corridor that connects this woodland, because if you're a small animal, you know, like a mouse, something not very high in the food chain, then that's quite a lot of open grassland to cover to get from one woodland to another. Now, yeah, I know there are some projects back in the UK that are ongoing that are creating woodland corridors. I'll put a link of that in the description. But yeah, that's pretty cool to see, sort of rejuvenating projects like that. Because what happens if you have like separate pieces of woodland that aren't connected? Well, then it's not very healthy woodland, because the animals, they can't move out too much, or if they do try moving from one patch of woodland to another, well, there's a very good chance that, you know, a hawk or some kind of raptor will see them, and well, that's that journey cut a bit short. Alrighty, so progress is progressing progressively, just on the major ascent now, 71 meters, then it's all downhill from here. I just want to note that I'm not carrying my usual overnight gear in the rucksack. I've literally just got wet weather gear, water bottle, and a few other bits and pieces, plus the pouch. It's only 12 kilometers today. I didn't think it was necessary to bring all the gear, so yeah, that's why my pack is looking a bit deflated. So yeah, almost to the top now. Happy days. doubt my camera's going to pick this up, but way off. Not that ridge line, but the one way behind there, way in the distance. That's the Jura mountains. So yeah, it's really cool seeing them from a different angle, because you know you get the Alpine Panorama from there, but here you're a lot closer. And yeah, just beyond this bend here is the Alpine Panorama of the Luzerner Alps. Wait, no, the mountains around Luzern. So you've got the Rigi, Pilatus, Bürgenstock, and then you've got Obwalden, Nidwalden, and Uri, I believe. So yeah. So that down there is my destination of Zug. So yeah, not too far now. I think 3 or 4 kilometers, so I should be finished within the next, I don't know, hour or so, give or take. But yeah, I am really, don't get me wrong, I enjoy this hike because it's nice and relaxing and peaceful, but the terrain, ugh, I'm not too keen on it. Wide open field, sunshine, no wind, and very, very warm. It's partly my own fault because I am wearing long trousers, but there is a good reason for that, and that is tick prevention. So yeah, I've had one run-in with ticks already in my life, and I think that is more than enough. Yeah, when I was younger, somehow I threw leaves in the air that, you know, as a kid does, and well, they landed on my head, and a tick transferred from my head, or from a leaf onto my head, and yeah, it started feeding on my feeding up there. So yeah, luckily I had short hair at the time and it was easily noticeable, so yeah, I don't think anything happened, or it was really small, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah. Okay, so just approaching the outskirts of Zug now. So back to civilization, which means standard operating procedures apply. So yeah, mainly just going to be vlogging and panorama shots from here on in. So yeah, almost to the end now. Happy days. So behind me is what's known as a powder tower. Now, what this was, from reading the plaque inscription, was that it was a part of the old city wall in the city of Zug, and it was where they kept their the gunpowder for the cannon. So yeah, I did not actually know that was there, so pretty cool to see. Okay, So that there is the Rigi, that there's Pilatus, and then way off in the distance between the two is the Ob and Nidwalden Alps. So yeah.